guys, thinking about some things I want to bring to you this week in terms of content, and I'm thinking about diets in particular. If there's something that is irritating your stomach or perhaps reacts with your skin a certain way, it could be the time where you can think about cutting out one food, for example, that you might have a lot. That could be a known factor, say dairy or wheat or something like that. And then cut that out for a couple of weeks and see how your skin reacts. I mean, it might take a little bit more time than a couple of weeks, but you could think about doing that. I know for myself that eggs seem to flare up my skin, and if I have too much oily food, if I have too much alcohol, if I have goat's cheese, things like that, like I literally come out in a big spot the next day. So I'm learning about what sort of reacts with my body. So it's not just about how we look and dieting for that purpose, but I'm looking at it from another perspective as well. And I think it could be helpful to a lot of people who might get funny tummies or you might get more run down, like because your diet has a lot to do with how your body fights off colds, how it fights off infections or just conditions that you might be prone to because maybe your gut doesn't digest things very well. So it could be worth thinking about what food that is for you, and start paying attention to what your body's telling you, because it is telling you something. Because I mean, let's face it, nobody, including myself, is perfect with their diet. So it could be a really cool thing to look at. I know I've suffered with really bad skin. So the last year, because I came off the pill June in 2017, and my hormones were all over the place for 6 to 7 months, and a number of factors were involved. So obviously there's the hormonal side to it, and there was also the type of thing that I was using on my skin to wash my face or to moisturize is probably a little bit too heavy. Things like using a washcloth that it's clean, so you use it once, but unless you completely hot wash it that day, you're going to reintroduce that bacteria back into your skin. So you're looking at different things from different angles, not just the diet, but I was looking at everything basically. I was trying to figure it out, and diet played actually the biggest part for me. So I think that could be helpful for you guys. I'm looking more into it myself. All I know is that what I found out for myself, and for example, I don't have very much dairy. I avoid it a lot at the moment. I have, say, soy yogurt instead. So you just have to watch your fat content if you're sort of watching what you eat for diet purposes, for looking a certain way. You could look at just making sure you keep a track on your fat content if you're going to have a soy yogurt. It's a bit higher than, say, Greek yogurt sometimes. And also I cut out dairy. I cut out processed food for a little while, and I did it very gradually as well. So I think that could be something that you don't think you have to cut it out if you can't. If you sort of, your mind is used to having these foods, could be a good idea to just gradually take it out and then cut it out. So something that works as sustainable for you, that you can actually stick to for a little while, and try and start to see results. It's been completely worth it for me. My skin's got a lot better. It's not perfect, but it's not, it used to be like a sort of a new spot every day, and they were inflamed and all of that, and your body is fighting off inflammation from different foods that you eat, which is another topic entirely. But yeah, it's one of those things that's really, really interesting how simply that you can address it yourself. So I hope that's helpful. I waffled on a bit, but yeah, so hope more to come. I'm going to do some reading up on that and hopefully get some more points together for you. Have a great weekend. Bye.